current market, I want to speak about what I'm actually looking at for today. Honestly, guys, I just took this XRP long right now, literally as I joined the live stream. So pretty good start to this video today, because basically what I'm looking at is potential continuation to the upside here on this breakout here for XRP. Basically, what we got was, if you just look at the daily time frame, very, very nice to see that. Sorry, that's the weekly. Just want to go to the daily quickly. The daily time frame, price still holding structure pretty nicely here. Basically getting a retest of this previous level here, holding it, looking for continuation to the upside. For now, just looking at XRP, there's also TIA I discussed in the group this morning, looking at a potential long on this retest over here if we do get that, but honestly it doesn't even look like we will. I'm more interested in just this long here for XRP, basically just looking for continuation to the upside for continuation here. Just want to see if everything's ready and working. Let's have a look here. Yeah, we are live. There we go. Let me just go back. There we go. Just want to see if everyone's in. Where is it? Let's go back. All right. So yeah, basically, let's see what happens. XRP longs looking pretty decent here. Looking for continuations to upside. Hopefully, we do get a push here. Like I said, it's one of those setups that it's an everyday setup that I take within this community, and also like my strategy. Always looking for potential breakouts and continuation. The reason why I like the setup is because of the fact that we did get we have been respecting structure, and then what actually happened is we started creating higher highs, right? And we got a breakout. So there is a potential for XRP to go higher from this level. One of those trades that looks pretty decent, and hopefully we do get continuation, right? If we look at Bitcoin quickly on the 1 hour time frame, also just waiting to see how Bitcoin reacts at this level. Because right now we are, Bitcoin's still holding structure, but it's still respecting, previous levels. So I want to see, Bitcoin obviously take out this level first. I want to see Bitcoin get back above this zone over here, this trend line for continuation to the upside. I'm not really interested in looking for longs, because this is your previous day high for Bitcoin right over here. So this could be a liquidity sweep for continuation to the downside, which is why you're looking at XRP. Getting that daily, reset of that level is pretty clean in my opinion. So for me right now, I'm currently just waiting to see if we can get a push a little bit higher. Hopefully we can for XRP, just looking for continuation to the upside. And then if we look at Ethereum, I did speak about this in the updates today, but the problem is with ETH right now is it's kind of just chopping around, right? Price is literally just holding support and not really doing anything. So I want to see price obviously get a reaction from this zone. Obviously if we do get a reaction from this zone over here, I'm expecting upside for this for Ethereum. Okay, but for now I'm not really going to be looking for anything. I'm just, because the problem is, like, when we have a market where everything's so indecisive, right? You get tokens going high, you get tokens going lower. It's the 1 month even. I mean, 1 month's been pretty good, but the daily is it's a lot of chop to the upside and to the downside. So it's going to be quite tricky to get continuations here, but we shall see what happens. But overall, XRP just looking pretty decent here for that continuation. So we shall see. Yeah, I mean, 1 hour looks pretty decent. The 30-minute 15 looks good. Stop loss just below this low over here, just to keep it super tight. You don't want to be in a losing trade for too long. I'd rather get stopped out at a reasonable price. But a nice risk to reward, 1 is to 2.47 for the setup. So I do think that XRP can go higher. I mean, this is just internal structure. I do think that XRP can even rip towards 1.71. But that's more of a higher time frame trade. So if the thing is with these scalp trades that I take, they can potentially turn into swing trades, right? So what I mean by that is, when we have a scalp setup like this, these types of trades definitely turn into swing positions, right? So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We shall see how this plays out. But and then also the STRK. I mean, I'm still in this long position from the other day. It's more of a swing trade, but it's also like a spot position, right? I mean, for me right now, I'm only really looking at this setup for 0.780, right? Because we had a push up, the daily time frame showing us there is still potential for us to get a move higher, right? But the main priority is just going to be this setup here for the day. We shall see. This is more of the scalp setup. If you look at the 15 as well, there's obviously this trend line over here that needs to hold, but overall right now just looking for continuation off this level. Okay. I want to see a reaction off this zone over here, 5-minute time frame as well. 30-minute time frame. Did get a breakout, but is there room for continuation? That's the question. Okay, so it's a bit of a waiting game. There's not much else to speak about, but this is the main token that I'm focusing on today off this level here. I do think that XRP can go to 1.71 off this level. I don't think. I mean, this could be the breakout that potentially sends it back up to those zones. But in the short term, you want to be looking to TP at like these highs of here, and then for me, like when I take a trade, I like to hold potential trades a lot longer than what I want. Like I would take most of my profits out, and then I would hold a bit of a moon back up to like certain levels, and that would be 1.7. That's a key zone for me in my opinion. So very, very nice setup here. I do think that it can play out. I am looking at continuation here to the upside. You can also look at this if you take it from this high over here. I mean, this you could also look at that as a breakout for XRP, and that's your retest on the lower time frames. But for me right now, this is what I'm looking at. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we do get a push higher, and that is that. There's not much else to talk about. There's also Atom, looking pretty decent. Also in the spot position for Atom, looking for a continuation to the upside off this level. So we'll see what happens, but overall looks pretty decent. So just in the XRP and see what we can do today. I hope everyone has a good day. It's going to be a short update, just because there isn't much more I want to speak about. If you guys want to, there's obviously the groups where I post all my setups and all of that. So you guys will make sure you see what I post every day. I do try to post a trade a day, sometimes two, depending on the market. But overall, hopefully we can get this push here for XRP. Breaking internal structure like this is pretty good, in my opinion. If we do look at like the SMC indicator, just to show you guys, looking at the 15 here, we did change this character, retest of that level. So for me, this is pretty decent setup. I'll take this trade any single day of the week. Remember, trading is all about consistency over time. It's not about like having a massive trade every day. Obviously we're going to lose trades, we're going to win trades, but as long as you keep your risk the same, you just have to make sure that your wins are greater than your losses. So overall, I mean, looks pretty decent for XRP. So let's see what happens. I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll see you guys in the update tomorrow. But peace out.